perpetrator of this horrible, horrible, horrible thing. And he did what?
Well, he was attacked by his son.
And?
He was attacked by a son who was clearly not in his own mind. And the deputy was forced to shoot him once in the head.
I see.
Therefore, killing him. The details I collected for my grandfather were sporadically. I mean, at different times, I had to piece it all together. In increments. But anyway, the townspeople after this came out wouldn't let the boy be buried in my little town.
I understand that.
They refused, and you must understand that this town has very Christian roots. We have 6 churches.
I understand that too. I live in a similar small town.
So what ensued was, I guess, an uprising against the family, and the deputy's family was supposedly a Christian family. He had, of course, a son, the son that was, of course, the perpetrator of all these murders, and 2 other children, younger children, with his wife, Mary. But anyway, as the story goes on, they buried the boy somewhere outside of town. Nobody really could tell me where. My grandfather really couldn't even tell me where because nobody attended the funeral. They got the local grave digger to dig the grave, but there was no preacher that the deputy could find to give a sermon.
I can imagine.
And so therefore, the town literally had an uprising against the family of this boy. And the father, the deputy, couldn't handle it, I guess.
Of course. I mean, visiting the sins of the son upon the family.
He went into the woods, and as the story went, in the way my grandfather told it, he shot himself. He shot himself, and nobody found him until the next day. He apparently it had all been too much for him.
Sure.
The wife ended up secluding herself in her house with her children, locked in her bedroom, swearing that her family was possessed, haunted by an evil. She drew crucifixes on the walls. She did all sorts of she kind of just went out of her head.
I hear you.
The state came and took her children away from her and eventually locked her up in a sanitarium where I'm not sure, but I believe she died in 1989.
Has it occurred to you, as it certainly has to me listening to this, that she may have been absolutely right?
Yes, it has. It absolutely has.
In other words, that there was a curse, that whatever it is, some entity, something had entered that boy and was with the rest of the family. I mean, the story you just told is one of, certainly of evil, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Incredible.
The story is nonetheless explosive because in a turn of events, what had happened was the young son, what I had come to find out, the young son, through my grandfather, the young son, the boy, had in turn not been the killer. But to evade exposure of his acts, the deputy was forced to kill his own son. Because his son was kind of, I guess, slow and followed him.
Oh, my God.
To this place and discovered the deeds of his father.
Yes, oh, my God.
And therefore was so terrified of his own father.
I've got you.
Was so terrified of his own father that to attack him was only instinctive for his survival.
Good Lord. You could make a movie out of that. Holy mackerel, what a story. I appreciate your call, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Whew, what a twist at the end. Are you overweight? Would you like to lose